The devastating truth. I watched my neighbor's 6-year-old daughter sit in front of a brand new art set for 20 minutes without touching it. When I asked why, she whispered, "I don't want to mess it up." My heart broke. And if you're watching this, there's a good chance you might be accidentally doing something similar with your own child right now. Today, I'm revealing 7 innocent mistakes that are quietly crushing your child's creative potential and how to fix them starting today. Before we dive in, let me introduce myself quickly. I'm a child development specialist with over 15 years of experience, and I've worked with thousands of families. What I'm sharing today isn't just theory. It's backed by neuroscience research from institutions like Harvard and MIT, and I've seen these transformations firsthand. Mistake number 1. The perfect project trap. Here's the first creativity killer. Always expecting finished, perfect projects. Let me tell you about Marcus. His dad would set up elaborate craft projects every weekend, complete with step-by-step instructions, pre-cut materials, and an exact vision of what the final product should look like. Sounds great, right? Wrong. By age 7, Marcus refused to draw unless someone told him exactly what to create. Here's the science. Dr. Sandra Russ from Case Western Reserve University found that unstructured play activates the prefrontal cortex differently than structured activities. When children follow rigid instructions, they're using procedural memory. But when they create freely, they engage divergent thinking, the foundation of true creativity. The fix? Embrace the mess. Give your child materials and step back. Instead of saying, "Let's make a butterfly," try, "What could you create with these?" Celebrate the process, not the product. When your child shows you their creation, ask, "Tell me about this," instead of, "What is it?" And here's my question for you. What's the most unexpected thing your child has ever created? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. Mistake number 2. Interrupting flow state. Mistake number 2 is one I see constantly. Interrupting your child when they're deeply focused. Picture this. Emma is building an elaborate block tower, completely absorbed. Her tongue is slightly out in concentration. Then her mom cheerfully announces, "Time to clean up for dinner." Emma's frustration explodes. Research from Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, the psychologist who discovered flow state, shows that it takes an average of 23 minutes to reach deep focus. When we interrupt this state, we're not just stopping an activity, we're disrupting crucial neural pathway development. The solution? Give time warnings. "Emma, you have 15 more minutes, then 5 minutes." Better yet, build larger time blocks into your schedule. Notice when your child enters that zone of deep concentration, their body language changes, they become quieter, more focused. Protect that time fiercely. Mistake number 3. The compliment catastrophe. Number 3 might shock you. Praising the wrong way. "You're so talented. You're such a good artist." Sound familiar? These compliments seem harmless, but Stanford psychologist Dr. Dweck's groundbreaking research showed that praising innate ability creates fixed mindset children who give up when things get hard. I watched this play out with Sophia. Constantly told she was naturally creative, she stopped trying new artistic techniques because failure would mean she wasn't talented after all. Her creativity plateaued at age 9. Here's what works instead. Praise effort, strategy, and persistence. I noticed you tried 3 different ways to attach those pieces. That's creative problem solving. You kept working on that even when it was challenging. That's growth. This simple shift changes everything. Children learn that creativity isn't something you have or don't have. It's something you develop through practice. Think back. How were you praised as a child? Did it help or hinder you? Share your story below. Mistake number 4. Screen time as creative time. Mistake 4 is controversial but critical. Confusing passive screen time with creative activity. Now, I'm not anti-technology, far from it. But there's a massive difference between your child watching someone else play with toys on YouTube versus them building their own creations. Neuroscientist Dr. John Hutton from Cincinnati Children's Hospital used MRI scans to study children's brains during different activities. Passive screen time showed significantly less activity in the brain's imagery and visual processing areas compared to hands-on play or even being read to aloud. Here's what happened with the Chin family. They replaced 2 hours of daily tablet time with 1 hour of open-ended play. Within 3 weeks, their son went from saying, "I'm bored" constantly to initiating creative projects independently. The action step? Implement the create before consume rule. Before any screen time, your child spends at least 30 minutes in active, creative play, building, drawing, pretending, exploring outside. We're halfway through, and if you're finding this valuable, smash that like button. It helps other parents discover this information. And stick around because mistake number 7 is the one almost every parent makes, including me. Mistake number 5, toy overload syndrome. Number 5, providing too many toys and materials at once. Walk into most playrooms and you'll see overwhelming chaos, bins overflowing with toys, shelves packed with options. It seems generous, but research from the University of Toledo found that toddlers with fewer toys showed higher quality play, including longer focus and more creativity. The paradox of choice is real. When 10-year-old Aiden had access to his entire toy collection, he'd wander aimlessly, playing superficially with everything and deeply with nothing. His parents tried an experiment. They rotated toys, keeping only 8 to 10 options available at a time. The transformation was remarkable. Aiden began creating elaborate storylines, building complex structures, and actually finishing what he started. Less truly became more. Your move? Do a toy rotation system. Box up 2/3 of toys. Every few weeks, swap them out. You'll notice your child's play becomes richer, more imaginative, and more sustained. Mistake number 6, rescuing too quickly. Mistake 6 breaks my heart because it comes from love. Solving every problem for your child. Isabella was building a marble run. It kept collapsing. She grew frustrated. Her dad immediately jumped in. "Here, let me show you how." He fixed it in 30 seconds. Isabella smiled weakly and walked away. She never attempted building anything complex again. Research from Temple University shows that children who work through frustration develop stronger executive function skills and creative problem-solving abilities. When we rescue too quickly, we communicate, "I don't believe you can figure this out." The better approach? Sit on your hands. Literally, when your child struggles, resist the urge to fix it. Instead, offer scaffolding. "That's frustrating. What have you tried so far? What's another way you might approach this? Would it help to take a break and come back?" Give them problem-solving language, not solutions. The struggle is where growth happens. What's the hardest thing about letting your child struggle? Tell me in the comments. Mistake number 7, scheduling every moment. And here's number 7, the mistake I personally struggled with most: overscheduling. Piano Monday, soccer Tuesday, math tutoring Wednesday, art class Thursday, swimming Friday. When does creativity happen? It doesn't. Dr. Peter Gray, research professor at Boston College, has spent decades studying play and creativity. His findings are clear. Unstructured free time isn't just nice to have, it's neurologically essential for creative development. Boredom, he argues, is creativity's birthplace. I remember the summer the Rodriguez family canceled half their activities. Their daughter Mia, initially resistant, started writing and illustrating her own books, creating elaborate outdoor fairy gardens, and inventing games with the neighborhood kids. None of this would have emerged in a scheduled activity. The prescription? Block out white space in your calendar. Minimum 2 hours of completely unstructured time, 3 times per week. No screens, no planned activities. Just time, space, and possibility. Let's recap these creativity killers. 1. Demanding perfect projects instead of celebrating messy exploration. 2. Interrupting flow state and deep focus. 3. Praising talent instead of effort. 4. Confusing passive screens with active creation. 5. Overwhelming with too many choices. 6. Rescuing instead of coaching through struggle. 7. Scheduling out every moment of spontaneity. Each mistake comes from love, from wanting the best for our children. But now you know better, and you can do better. Here's your homework. Choose one mistake to work on this week. Just one. Observe what changes. Then come back and tell me about it in the comments. If this video opened your eyes, Please like and subscribe. I share science-backed parenting strategies every week. Share this with one parent friend who needs to hear it. And remember, creativity isn't something your child either has or doesn't have. It's something you nurture through the environment you create. You've got this. Which mistake are you committing most? What will you change first? The conversation continues in the comments. I'll see you there.